Hi, I'm Kira. Welcome back to the channel and to your class exploring the air elements. In this element series, I'm so excited to explore this concept with you of how the elements inform our nature, how the different elements of air, fire, water, and earth exist in us, and how we can kind of conjure them to shift our energetic state. I personally live in an urban environment. I'm here in Brooklyn, so I can feel a bit disconnected from the elements, to say the least. So I find it very inspiring to infuse my practice with their wisdom from time to time. You might want to have a block nearby for this practice, and we'll begin in Virasana, Hero's Pose. I'm going to turn to the side just so you're able to see me better. So if you'd like to use a block in Hero's Pose, you can pop it underneath your seat and sit tall. And feel the crown of your head lengthen up and align between your two sits bones. And since we're exploring the element of air, a good place to start is probably with the air element within us, our breath. Bring your left hand to your ribs, kind of just below the bra line, and the other hand to your back. So you are holding your rib cage between your two hands, and take a smooth breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Keep breathing evenly and deeply. Just feeling the breath moving your rib cage between your hands. And sense how with the inhale, the whole circumference of the torso gets wider, it expands. And on the exhale, it contracts. Now bring the hand that's on your back to the front of your ribs. Just bring one hand to each side of your rib cage and consciously draw the front of the ribs closer together and sit up a bit taller. Breathe into the hands. And get curious about where the breath has to move with this containment at the front of the ribs. I feel the ribs expanding in my back. More movement of breath side to side. So notice where you feel that. Good. And then now allow the front of the ribs to come apart, arch your back, really splay the ribs, and just feel the energetics of that. And while this feels kind of good, the breath is just kind of spilling out the belly. So draw the front ribs closed again. Sit up tall. So the element of air, it's about movement, it's about change. The wind comes in and refreshes, a stale room, for instance. But without some containment, the air can make us feel a little bit ungrounded if we're just blowing around. So we'll explore that idea physically now in a back bend. So lower your left hand down, use your right hand to knit the front of the ribs closed. And as you inhale, lift your arm up. And as you exhale, lower the arm down. Simple enough. Inhale, lift and lengthen up, maybe bending back. Exhale, lower the arm. 2 more times. As you inhale, lift up to go back. Let your right hand contain your ribs. Once more. So feel this sense of lifting and lengthening to go back, containing the front ribs. Let's switch sides. So left hand contains the ribs, right arm lifts up. And maybe you bend back from your upper back. And do that a few more times just on your breath. Just feeling it out. Lifting and lengthening for more space in your back bend. Beautiful. Let's do about 1 more of these. And then both arms together. Inhale, sweep the arms up Bend back, lift sternum, and lower. Good, 2 more times. Lifting up from sternum to go back. Pause here, cactus your arms. Bring the outer elbows toward the back of your space and think of levitating your chest up between the arms. Inhale, get taller here. Exhale, release the arms by your side. Whew. And I feel personally a lot of heat, a lot of activation in my shoulders. When we move the air, we move the energy, we move the prana. Let's meet in downward facing dog. So once you're here, just take some intuitive movement, pedaling through the legs. Maybe fluttering your lips to move the air in a different way. And then pause and come onto your tiptoes. Take a big breath in, sits bones lifting, and as you exhale, send the heels to the back right corner of the mat. Inhale, heels lift to center. Exhale, heels toward back left corner. Inhale to center. Let the hips dip to the right, and just keep going with this kind of swishy, wispy down dog, side to side with the hips. And we'll meet up back in the center. Lower the knees, thread the needle. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, thread. Right arm under left. Right cheek to the mat. And it might feel nice to stretch your free arm up and over, tenting the fingertips, just finding maximum pockets for spacious breath. Take one more inhale and exhale. Press the left hand down to reach the right arm up, spacious, and lower down. Let's switch. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, thread the needle. And sense those places where it's constricted, where it feels like air just can't access. And know that the amazing aspect of breath is it has no form. It can go wherever you send it. The air is kind of magic that way. Press the right hand down to stretch left arm up. And lower left hand down. Puppy pose. Keep your seat lifted right over the knees as you walk your hands forward and dip your chest down. If it's okay with your neck, bring your chin down to open your airway, open your throat here. Slide onto your belly and tent the fingers on either side of your mat for rolling cobra. As you inhale, drag your chest forward and up. Exhale, lower down. A few more times, pressing the tops of the feet down. And just taking this very undulating cobra variation. Freeing up some space in your spine. Next time you lower down, bring the hands in and press yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Next, inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee to the nose. Once more, inhale, leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, really light. Step the foot between the hands. Lower your back knee down. And then just shift side to side. We focused a lot on the upper body, so breathing down into your hips. Runner's twist. Stretch your right arm up to the sky. Big inhale. And exhale. Take your lifted hand and reach it towards the front left corner of your space. You should feel that stretch in your low and middle back. Big inhale. Exhale, spin the chest to the sky and cactus your arm. Twice more. Inhale, diagonal reach. Exhale, spin chest up. Once more, diagonal reach. Inhale. Exhale, spin the chest up. Lower right hand. Step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, really curl it in, buoyant. Inhale, leg lifts. Exhale, gingerly step forward, lower the back knee. Sink the hips down and sway side to side. So the lesson of the air is lightness, ability to change direction. So can that inform your practice? Can you be light on your feet? Runner's twist, left arm lifts. Inhale, exhale. Stretch the lifted hand towards the right corner of your space. Big inhale. Exhale, spiral the chest up, cactus the arm. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Lower the left hand. Step back, downward dog. Start to walk your feet toward your hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Take a ragdoll, grab opposite elbows, and just heavy your head. Allowing the weight of this skull to traction your neck spine. Find more length. And then release the hands and bring hands to waist. As you inhale, look forward to rise up. Tadasana, arms by your side. As you arrive in this shape, again, sense the crown of your head aligned between your sits bones, just like you did in your tall seat at the top. After all that movement, allow yourself to settle, balancing the air element in you. Open the eyes. As you inhale, stretch your arms out and up. Exhale, cactus the arms, but remember you're lifting the sternum up. So tailbone lengthens down, really wide open chest. Inhale, arms stretch up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, step to plank, moving through your vinyasa flow. That can be as simple as plank to down dog. Might be a chaturanga variation, to cobra or upward dog. We'll meet up in down dog. Next inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step forward, high crescent lunge. So set your feet hips width distance, steady rise, just lock into the feet. Feel the feet rooted, but the sides of the waist lengthening. Light in the upper body, heavy below. Inhale. Exhale, runner's twist, hinge forward, left hand down, right arm up. And press the left hand into the earth as you lengthen up through the right hand. Now from here, lower your right hand and spin your back heel down, lining up your front heel with the middle of your back arch. Modified side angle. Right forearm parks on your thigh like a shelf. Left arm lifts. And really lock into your feet. Make sure you feel rooted there. And then take your lifted hand and stretch it towards the right corner of your space so you feel all of this left side opening. Chest spinning down. Inhale. Exhale to spin the chest up to the sky. Inhale, diagonal reach toward the right. Exhale, spin open. One more. Inhale, diagonal reach through your pinky finger. Exhale to spin open. Now stay and extend your lifted arm over your ear. Spin the pinky side of your finger down. And this is how our side angle should always feel. Like you're being pulled by your top wrist. Take one more breath here. On the breath out, come back to a lunge facing front. Step to plank. You could move through your vinyasa flow. We'll meet in downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward, high crescent lunge. So locking in the feet, steady gaze, inhale. Exhale, runner's twist. This time think of lifting through the back inner leg. So that's active 2. Inhale. Exhale, lower left hand, spin back heel down. Modified side angle, left forearm to the thigh. Think of squeezing your feet together as you press them down. So you're so rooted in your feet for this next bit of stretching the lifted arm towards the left corner of your space. That's an inhale breath. Exhale to spin your chest open. Inhale, diagonal reach left. Exhale, spiral the chest up. Inhale, diagonal reach. Exhale, spin the chest up. Now stay, stretch your right arm forward. Press the outer blade of your back foot down. Keep stretching through the pinky. Take a breath in. Breath out, release to a lunge. Step to plank, vinyasa flow. Just riding your breath through that vinyasa, like opening a window in your practice, airing it out. Child's pose or virasana, sitting hips to heels. And just take a moment to let that swirling energy settle. So the lesson of the air is impermanence, that everything changes and shifts. And that's uncomfortable in the places that we feel stuck physically or emotionally. So just be open and aware of anything arising in the mind. Whenever I do side body stretching, I always initially feel a little bit cranky. And then I'm like, oh, that's the part of me that doesn't want to change. Okay, let's come back to downward facing dog. Exploring this, again, it'll be slightly different. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step forward, high crescent lunge. And as you arrive, get the feet a little wider, really lock in steadily through the feet, lengthen your tailbone down, and then bring your arms to a V. Option here for a high lunge back bend. So root through the feet as you inhale, lift the sternum up to go back, and your gaze will be in front of you where the wall in front of you meets the ceiling if you're practicing inside. Breathe here. If you feel safe, you might look straight up. Breathe in your pose. Last breath in. Breath out, lift up with control. Runner's twist. Hinge forward, left hand down, right arm up. Whew, inhale. Exhale, lower right hand, spin back, heel down. It's side angle. So your variation of Parsvakonasana this time. Your expression. Just holding here for a few breaths, seeing if any of that length and twisting open has translated. Take one more breath in. Breath out, reverse triangle. So press the ground away, straighten your front leg, reach up and tip back. Huge inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach and tilt forward, Trikonasana. Now imagine I'm holding your top wrist. Your next inhale lifts you up, up, up. Star pose, turn the heels in and the toes out. Take up as much space as you can. Big inhale. Exhale, goddess squat. Cactus arms. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale to star. Now a change. Warrior two facing front. Flip your front palm up. Inhale for peaceful. Tip back. And then plank. Chaturanga, your flow of choice. Downward facing dog. Let's bring it home. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward, high crescent lunge. Lock into the feet. And then bring the arms to a V. Feel yourself lengthening energetically up for your high lunge back bend. Inhale, lift the sternum. It's like you're picking your ribs up off of your pelvis to go back. Keep anchored through feet. Feeling that lift and lightness in the chest, and then slowly come up. Runner's twist, right hand down, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, lower left hand, spin back, heel down. Side angle, Parsva Konasana is where you're headed. Just do the mirror image of what you did on that first side. Final breath in. And out, reverse triangle. Straighten front leg, reach up, tip back, so much length. Inhale. Exhale to triangle pose. Trikonasana. And keep pressing your top shoulder back in space. Find that feeling of unfurling. Final breath in. And out. Lift up from your obliques, star pose, and I'll turn around to face you. Heels and toes out. Big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Goddess squat. 2 more. Inhale, expand. Exhale, let something go. Inhale, expand. Sigh it out. Inhale to star. Exhale to warrior 2. Facing front. Inhale for your peaceful tip back. Cartwheel the hands down. Step to plank. Final vinyasa of your practice. Next inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step your foot between your hands and lower your back knee. You might want to pad your back knee with a blanket if you have one. Scoot the back knee back more. And then these are your options. So option 1 is to bring the forearm to the front thigh, lengthen up and twist to the right. Option 2 is a bind, lifting the back foot and swimming the right hand back to catch the outside of the foot. If you're able to catch the foot, you can join me here and press your foot into your hand and let that shine your heart forward and open your throat. So you're finding a back bend here, and you can stay upright or come onto your forearm, but let the pressing of the foot into the hand pull you into a back bend. Final breath in. And out. Release whatever you have going on and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, lower your back knee. Scoot the back knee back, so we're getting a bit deeper into our low lunge. Your options are right forearm to front thigh, lengthening up and exploring a twist, or the bind, swimming the left hand back to catch the outside of the foot, and then let the foot press into the hand to peel your heart open. Let it bring you into a back bend. Follow which way the wind blows. Let the pose lead you. Let's take one more breath here. And then release. And come back to child's pose, knees together. Stretch the fingers forward as you bring your forehead down. Feel the breath ballooning into your back ribs. And then come forward and make your way onto your back with your yoga block for waterfall pose. So on your back, bend your knees and lift the hips and place the block under your sacrum, the flat bone at the base of your spine. And just feel your hips lifted lightly by the block. And then lift one leg up and then the other. And just feel that sense of lightness and buoyancy with the legs elevated. And this is one of my very favorite wind down shapes. And we'll just spend about 8 to 10 more breaths here. Just sensing the currents of energy in the legs moving from feet back to pelvis. Just letting everything flow in a different direction than it does when we're right side up. You might even sense a temperature change in your feet and your legs. Working with the air element, we're embracing change and embracing impermanence. If you think about, leaves, if you live in a climate where you have 4 seasons, there's times when they're verdant and hydrated and alive, and then times when they're dried out by the air and they shrivel up and they die until the following season. So the air asks us to get comfortable with that cycle. Let's slowly come out of this shape. We'll lower one leg and then the other. You can slide the block out from between or from underneath you. Let your hips lower and then just bring your feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees knock in toward one another. And we'll end our practice today in pentacle pose, bringing the feet as wide as the mat and the arms overhead, very wide, kind of like you were doing star pose on your back. And as you settle, just sense the breath animating your body, the air element alive in you, filling your form, moving you through your life. If you have the time, I encourage you to remain here as long as you like. But if you need to mosey on into the rest of your day, just take a deeper breath with me. Slowly move your fingers and feet and gather your limbs back in. And roll to one side. And press yourself back to a comfy seat, maybe ending where we began in Virasana, hero's pose. One hand to the front ribs, one hand to the back. Just feeling the breath in your physical body, this forever companion, reminding you, you always have this ability to access a feeling of spaciousness, of moving the air in the situation you're facing. And spreading my hands to prayer, bowing your head in gratitude for this practice and your exploration today. Namaste.